Welcome back to my model world. This time we're going to have a look at some models which I've filmed over many years, going back to 1960. You see these models sometimes at different displays, exhibitions set up all over the country, but nevertheless a lot of these models survive, some of them a lifetime or more. So I'm going to show you now some of the models which I've managed to track down over the last 50, 60 years or so. The boat display which you see taking place at the moment is at Moat Park in Maidstone and filmed in the 60s. In fact, this was filmed, I think, just as the Signet's Model Boat Club was about to be formed. The models you see are mostly running on diesel or early glow engines, as the electric power in those days was absolutely useless. I often wonder where these boats are now, because models usually get stored and then moved on to a new owner, perhaps kept as they are or refurbished. But wouldn't it be nice for someone to recognise these boats and send some information back to me? I'd love that. So if you want to send a bit of information back, that would be fantastic. And another thing, most of these boats are running on single or two-channel radio. Back in the 60s, it was not used by the multi-channel people. In fact, not many people had multi-channel radio at all anyway. The pictures you see are being recorded on standard 8 film. That's why there is no sound. The early amateur movie cameras hadn't got the facility to record sound. You could add magnetic stripe to the film and record sound afterwards, but there's not many original standard 8 film that's got sound on it. So I could add sound, but I thought we'd just let the pictures run. And this is a little activity which we see today, a model boat towing a full size. So things don't change that much, do they? Now we make a jump from the 1960s to the early 1970s. This is being filmed at the Model Boat Pond at Radnor Park, Folkestone, being filmed on a 8mm camera. The boat you see is a Spearfish. I went to collect this one myself from MFA in Deal. This boat has as you can see, a bright orange top. All the boats after this one have a blue top, so I don't think you'll ever see another orange one anywhere. And as you see, I was having trouble with the fuel settings on this model, hence it's far too rich, smoking like hell. This boat is running on a 10cc Merco glow engine. And those of you that know the model boat pond at Radnor Park, Folkestone, will notice that the old pavilion is still standing in the background, which was pulled down and removed many years ago. The radio being used for this model is an early 2-channel McGregor radio set. Now, just to finish this trip into the past, we'll jump forward again. Some years ago I built a submarine, but I wanted to build a submarine that was nothing like anybody else's submarine. I didn't want to copy another model, so I set about building a submarine that was to my own design. The way the ballast tank worked, it had a mastic builder's tube inside with a piston which was pushed in and out with the parts from an electric screwdriver. It worked, but I didn't proceed with it for very long. So this truly was an idea at the top of my head. My design, my idea of submerging, and I think that's what it's all about with models, isn't it? We don't all want to copy someone else's. So, I'll finish this one for now, and I'll say goodbye, and we'll meet again soon. Bye.
It's more impressive in the cold weather, of course, when the vapour looks like smoke.
Yes, yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
That's very impressive, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll head for this direction, don't you?
It's quite pretty, there.
Just trying to cheer me up now.
No, that's true. You have to indulge in a little bit of flattery.